The Shaw University Platinum Sound Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Charles B. Brown, assisted by Chief Arranger Christopher Evans, brass Terrence Knight, percussion Kyle Key, dance Wanda Goodman, flag Natalie Key, and your announcer Andre King, all proud alumni of Shaw University. Presenting our 2009 drum majors, Mr. Sherrod Lee of Capron, Virginia, Mr. Torrey Hunt of Warrington, North Carolina, and yes, Shaw University's first female drum major, Mrs. Naomi Drake of Fayetteville, North Carolina, better known as the X Factor, because they handle their business on and off the field. Excellence by any means necessary. The band is about to take you back to 1981 with Evelyn Champagne King's I'm in Love.
All right, what's going on, y'all? You see it. Got the hold on, got the you see it. We in here. All right, it's time to get into these records, right? Today we're talking about Shaw University, right? And so before we go too far, first of all, Shaw U Athletics. I don't know what I said. I don't know what the problem is. Hey, my bad, man. I apologize, man. It's all love, man. And that's a video for down the line. I'm gonna do that at some point. Whereas oftentimes when different things don't have the spotlight on it, when people start talking about it, oftentimes they automatically take it from a negative point of view. And so what I mean by that is, unless we're talking about a few platforms like HBCU Game Day or something like that, there's not a whole lot of people who are following the comings and goings and are really invested in CIAA sports, right? So then when I come along and I'm actually talking about all the schools in the conference, instead of people looking at it from a standpoint of, oh man, there's some real, genuine, authentic fans of the conference and this is good, they go, oh, this person is hating or attacking. It's like, nah. More than likely what happened was I said the team wasn't good or something like that at a certain point in time, which you got to understand. We played Shaw not last year, but we played them 2 years ago. So if we're going to play y'all, of course I'm going to talk about y'all, and more than likely I'm going to pick Bowie to beat y'all. But whatever. But yeah, when I was doing my around the CIAA research, I go to Shaw's page, and man, Shaw, what I do, man. But here's the thing, though. This actually, now that I see this like this, is not that bad. Because I don't necessarily need to follow them or be able to at them. I can still see what they got going on. And that's the most important part. I can still cover what they got going on because I can still see the page. So it's all good, you know? But man, listen, I'm not here to hate on y'all, Shaw. I'm just covering the conference. Anyway, let's get into this. It's time to get into Shaw's schedule and their wins and losses. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the schedule. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, so let me see. Is this showing up right? No, it's not. Hold on. All right. Hopefully this works. All right, so here we go. I don't want it to look like that either. Hold on. All right, so let's go here. We got Shaw's schedule. Let me make sure this look how I wanted to look. See, I'm trying to, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to do something different. I'm going to just do it the way I normally do. Let's get into the schedule. Here I am trying to, try something different. Stick to the script. That's what we need to do. All right, so here we go. Shaw University's schedule for next season, which is right around the corner. They are starting off the year at Albany State. For those of you who don't remember, they had probably one of the most exciting and entertaining games in the CIAA SEAC matchup last year, where they came all the way back and scored. Shaw scored 43 points and beat Albany State. I think it was at Albany State as well. However, that offensive output for Shaw is a rarity. Also, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Shaw's coach is now at Elizabeth City State. A lot of the players that were there are also at Elizabeth City State as well. I think this is going to be a very down year for Shaw this year, and it's going to start off with them. As much as I want to pick them because CIAA pride, I'm going to pick Albany State to win this game versus Shaw at Shaw. I'm going to pick them. One thing Shaw does have their advantage is the home field advantage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So then they are off September the 6th, but then they come back September 13th versus Ferrum College. I'm not going to lie to you. I had never heard of this school before, so I said, let me do some research and find out who this is. So after doing some digging, I pulled up the schedule. Ferrum is actually a Division III program, right? Not saying it disparagingly, just it is what it is. Ferrum College is D3, and I was looking at their schedule, and they're not really upper echelon D3 either, honestly, if I'm just being real. Like, they're middle of the pack. They went, like, last year they went 5-5. We all know the big names in Division III. Mount Union, they got curb stomp versus them. Shenandoah, they lost that one convincingly. Randolph-Macon, they curb stomped once again. So the upper echelon Division III teams, they're not in competition with. So they went 5-5 last year, 3-4 in their conference. So listen, I'm picking Shaw to win that game because Shaw needs to win that game. Shaw cannot lose to a Division III school. It just can't happen. It cannot. It would be bad for the conference if Shaw loses that game. They have to win that game, especially if my prediction is right and they lose week 1 to Albany State. You can't follow that up after a bye week and lose to a D3 school. That's a bad look for the conference. So they need to win that game. I believe they will win that game. Right? Next, they're going to be at Lincoln. I'm going to be real. Even with all the changes and coaches and all of that, I still believe Shaw will beat Lincoln at Lincoln. Honestly, this is not an endorsement of Shaw. It's more so an indictment on Lincoln. Just being real. I think Shaw, even with all the changes, will still beat Lincoln. On the road, no less. Then they're going to host Virginia Union. Listen, I think, do I need to say it? I'll say it. Virginia Union, even with Jada Byers being gone and all of that, and I think so they had some wide receivers and players go Division I and all that. Even with all of that, Virginia Union is going to beat Shaw convincingly, you would think. So I'm picking Virginia Union in that game. Now, this next game, I'm not going to lie. I thought about this game for a minute, for a good while. I was not sure who to pick in this game. Shaw at Bluefield. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to pick Bluefield. But I already did, first of all, I already did Bluefield's schedule, and I penciled this in as a loss, I believe. Listen. I would not be surprised if Bluefield State won this game at home. I wouldn't be. I would not put any money on this game either way, truly. But I'm going to give this game to Shaw at Bluefield. All right. Then they host Winston-Salem State. As much as I want to pick against Winston-Salem State, as much as it would make me laugh out loud if they were to lose this game, I'm not going to do that. Winston-Salem State should be able to beat Shaw, even though it's on the road. That should be able to happen. So I'm going to pick WSSU to beat Shaw at Shaw. All right? Then, this is interesting. This is a very interesting homecoming opponent. Shaw is hosting Johnson C. Smith for homecoming. Man, it's going to be some sad people on campus this day. That's all I can tell you. Hey, man, the left-hand rule better be in full effect. Y'all better lift the dry campus rules. And, hey, man, get the King Cup. Y'all going to need get the barbecue going. Have a good time. See people you ain't seen in a long time. Because this game ain't going to go how y'all want it to go. Y'all going to lose homecoming to Johnson C. Smith. I'm sorry. That's what's going to happen. Then you're going to turn around the week after homecoming, and you're going to lose at home again to Fayetteville State. Hey, listen, I don't make the rules. Sorry. Then you have Livingstone. At Livingstone. I'm be real with you. I'm going with Livingstone. I cannot pick Shaw to go on the road and beat Livingstone at Livingstone with all the changes that they have had. I'm going to have to go with Shaw. I'm going to have to go with Livingstone. Then the last game of the season is a non-conference game, which is interesting because most of the conference doesn't do that. That's interesting. But anyway, they close out the season at Emory and Henry University. Now, Emory and Henry, I've heard of them, but I don't really follow them all that much. So I said, you know what? Let me pull up their schedule and let me see how well Emory and Henry performed last year. When I saw this, I said, man, this is going to get ugly for Shaw. This is one heck of a way to close out the season, man. That's all I can tell you. Emory and Henry went 9-2 last year, 6-2 in the conference. That's not even the most alarming part. Look at this. Look at who they played. They destroyed Glenville State. They destroyed Bluefield State. They destroyed Barton. They lost to Limestone. But here's where it got interesting. They beat Lenoir-Rhyne, and they beat Carson Newman. Lost to Closer to Mars Hill. Destroyed UVA Wise. And they beat Newberry. When I saw that, I said, listen, man. Shaw is going to get ugly. I don't know. There's no other way for me to put it. It's going to get ugly. That's a tough way to end the season. I tell you that, man. Boy, why would you schedule them for the last game of the season, man? Of all non-conference opponents, you pick them to. Hey, listen. So let's go over this. Shaw starts off 0-1. They move up to 1-1. They go up to 2-1. Right? They drop to 2-2. They go up to 3-2. So halfway through the season, Shaw's looking all right. They 3-2. But then comes the Carolina Gauntlet. They they play Winston-Salem, drop to 3-3. Host JCSU for homecoming, drop to 3-4. Go to Fayetteville State, drop to 3-5. Go to Livingstone, drop to 3-6. Go to Emory and Henry, drop to 3-7. That's tough. That's tough. But I mean, just looking at the schedule, looking at the roster, I don't know. Listen, I mean, if y'all see some other wins in there, let me know. Like where I'm looking at it, games that I didn't give them that I think they possibly could win. Like, I think it's possible they could beat Fayetteville State. It's possible. I wouldn't pick them, but it's possible. You know? I'm trying to see where else I see another potential win. I don't know. Is it possible they could beat Livingstone? It's possible. So they have some. They could possibly win a few of these games. Possibly. But once again, the question is, what do I think is most likely to happen? And just being real, from a most likely standpoint, I see 3-7. So that's what I'm going to have to go with. I think Shaw University is going to have an overall record of 3-7, and they're going to go 2-5 within the CIAA. Those two wins being Lincoln and Bluefield. So yeah, that's it for Shaw. What you got? What do you guys think about it? Too harsh? Is this potentially the reason why I was blocked? Who knows? But anyway, shout out to Shaw, man. You know, I got love for y'all. CIAA got to stick together, right?
Musical excellence at its finest. Do you remember that era of love songs when all you had to do was pick the right place, the right time, and turn on your special song and just look into each other's eyes? Well, the Platinum Sound has something for you. If you know the words, sing along.